What's up, YouTube? It's RS Mario here, bringing you another Pokemon Omega Ruby, Pokemon like X and Y Showdown battle. This is the longest battle ever, truly. Like, I send out Cofagrigus, he sends out his Crocodile, and man, this is a stalwart to end off Star Wars, man. I'm telling you. You know, dude, he uses Stealth Rock, I use Will-O-Wisp. You know, I know he's physical, you know, he's with the knockoff. He loses his ability because of Mummy, and I just get the energy back with Pain Split. Like, it was like nothing. You know, and so he goes out to to Blissey, and I use Pain Split to get the rest of my health back. And there's nothing I can really do to Blissey, but I go for the Magic Coat predicting the Toxic, but he doesn't. He goes to Heal Bell. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So I can't really do anything offensively to Blissey other than burn it. So I get out. You know, I'm like, well, the only thing I have that can really hit it is, you know, Crab Salad. You know, Armaldo can hit pretty hard. You know, Blissey hops out and they switch it into Registeel. So I'm like, okay, you know, Rapid Spin does absolutely nothing to Registeel. Well, that wasn't the purpose. I was just trying to get the rocks off the field so I can bring out, you know, oh man, Arcanine eventually. So he switches out, he goes into Blissey. I bring out the Vileplume. Alright, so here's an interesting little matchup here. So he uses Wish, he uses Heal Bell, I use Aromatherapy, and to get off, you know, the Paralyze. He switches back to Crocodile. I hit him with a Sludge Bomb, he survives, and gets the Wish. So, you know, nice little combo. You're gonna see a lot of that combo. Like, this battle taught me that I need a taunter on this team. That's exactly what this battle taught me right here. Like, without a taunter, I mean, this can go on forever, and it pretty much does. You know, so he uses Earthquake. You know, I use Hidden Power Ice, and it does like about half damage. Earthquake doesn't do too bad. I probably could have stayed in here, but I thought Earthquake was gonna kill me, so I switched out to Shaman and took the Earthquake. It did pretty good damage to Shaman. You know, he switches out. He goes to Flurgus. I hit the Seed Flare, you know, thinking that, well, I knew he wasn't gonna stay in because those that would have been stupid, but I didn't know what was coming in. So anything that was gonna come in was gonna get hit with that Seed Flare. You know, then I follow up with the Leech Seed, and he uses Grassy Terrain. And I was like, what is, like, there's a moment here where I ask him, well, I use the data thing on Showdown to figure out what that was. I had no clue what Grassy Terrain was, but he switches out and goes to Cresselia. And I use the Seed Flare, it does nothing. I switch out, I go to Armaldo, knowing I can hit him with the X-Scissors. You know, because, I mean, Cresselia is bulky, and it has a Calm Mind on me, but it can't take physical attacks that well. And I was wrong, because it took this like a champ, but I was like, oh, okay. I used X-Scissor, and it did pretty good damage, but not that good damage for a super effective attack. He switches out, he goes to Registeel. You know, I hit another X-Scissor, think it's gonna stay in. It doesn't. So I go back out to Shaman, knowing I can take an Iron Head. You know, Registeel, which is exactly what he does. I use Leech Seed, he uses Thunder Wave, but that doesn't matter because I have Natural Cure. So I can switch out and I won't be affected by anything anyway. So, that's really it for that. He goes to Machamp. I go out to Cofagrigus. Alright, so now I think he pretty much, I think he figures out what I'm gonna do here, and he knows he can't hurt me. So I go to I use Will-O-Wisp as he goes out to Blissey, and so I go out to Empoleon. Alright, the burn, you know, hurts him. Instead of using Heal Bell, he switches out and goes to Registeel. So I use Stealth Rock to get Stealth Rock on the field, you know, 3 minutes into the battle. And he uses Seismic Toss, thinking I'm gonna stay in, but I don't. I switch out and I go to Arcanine. So I hit him with the Flare Blitz, it does massive damage, and I get the burn. But he uses Thunder Wave, which kind of sucks. But it doesn't really matter because he's about to die. At least that's what I'm thinking anyway. So he uses Rest. He has a Resto, Chesto, freaking Registeel. So I hit him with another Flare Blitz. He almost dies, but this time the recoil brings me into Lychee Berry, you know, range. You know, what I fail to realize is, of course, I'm paralyzed and I'm slower. So he's going to be able to hit me with the Seismic Toss and kill me before I have a chance to hit that extra Flare Blitz. So Arcanine dies. I go out to to Pythagoras, and I use the Mirror Coat, predicting a Thunder Wave, sending it back at him, basically crippling Reggie. I mean, well, it doesn't cripple it, it makes it slower, but doesn't exactly cripple it. You know, he rests up, but there's no Chesto this time, so he's gonna have to switch out. Because, you know, a sleeping... I mean, I can't really do much to Registeel, but still, it's pretty much useless to him. So he switches out, he goes to Blissey, and I go out to Empoleon. And I don't quite know why I did this, but I switched back and I went back to Armaldo, you know, so I can, you know, start at least trying to kill Blissey, you know. But he figures this out, he goes out to Registeel. And Registeel is awake now. I think he used Heal Bell somewhere in there. I might have missed it. But so I switch out. I go to Momo, my Shaman. Take the Thunder Wave. It doesn't really matter. You know, I go for Leech Seed. It misses. He hits me with the Iron Head, and it's like, okay, this turn was lame. He goes for a Seismic Toss. This time I actually get the Leech Seed. You know, so I get most of my health back. I pretty much healed all the Seismic Toss damage. And so I get out and I go back to Pythagoras. He goes out to Flurrius. This is the longest battle right here. 6 minutes is not the longest battle for me, but it gets better. It gets longer. So he uses Moonblast. I use Magic Coat, predicting something else. You know, he uses another Moonblast. I use Pain Split to get my energy back. So then we're gonna go through this nice little dance here for a little while. Moonblast, Pain Split. He can't kill me though. So he uses Wish. I use Will-O-Wisp. You know, figuring that, oh, I thought, you know, he was going to switch out at this point, but he doesn't. He uses Wish to get his own energy back. So, of course, you know, he uses Moonblast. I use Shadow Ball. He gets his energy back from the Wish. And I'm like, okay. So, I'm going to use Pain Split here. No, I switch out. I switch out and I go to Empoleon. Alright, he uses Wish again for himself. And switches out to Registeel. So I pretty much predicted he's gonna do that. So I use Scald just to hit whatever was coming in, and Registeel takes it pretty well. Seismic Toss is nothing, you know, because I switched into Pythagoras, and he uses the Iron Head, but it doesn't kill. I survived with 2 HP just to get my health back with the Pain Split, and that's about it. I used Magic Coat here. He uses Rest. And that's about it for part 1.